In today's video, we're going to be talking about cholesterol, and more specifically, why you should be more concerned about your triglycerides than your LDL. We've been told for decades that LDL is the problem, that LDL is the bad cholesterol, and we should be trying to lower it. But the truth is, when it comes to cholesterol, it's not as simple as good and bad. There is a lot more context we need to consider. And it turns out that LDL might not actually be the demon it's made out to be. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate. I'm a certified health and nutrition coach. I post new videos twice a week here on YouTube talking all things insulin resistance, weight loss, sleep, and more. So if you're ready to take control of your metabolic health, make sure to click that subscribe button. And you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram where I share new posts every single day. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. For everything from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that does it all. Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial today. Having high cholesterol or high LDL has become synonymous with bad health, but there might be more to the picture than just that. The truth is that there are several different types of cholesterol, and they all play a role in the body, including LDL. Now, when we refer to different types of cholesterol, we're actually referring to what carries the cholesterol, and not the cholesterol itself. These carriers are known as lipoproteins. The two main types that we often hear about are LDL and HDL. And although they are often referred to as good and bad cholesterol, both are actually important for our health. LDL is responsible for carrying cholesterol particles throughout the body to where they are needed. And HDL goes around and cleans up the excess cholesterol, taking it back to the liver where it can be used again or excreted. Neither is necessarily good or bad, both play a role. So it is true that having high LDL has been associated with poor health. It has been linked to a higher risk of heart disease, which is why there is such a concern over having high LDL. But in reality, looking at LDL alone is not a good marker for our heart disease risk, or even our overall health in general. The studies that have found an association between LDL and heart disease risk have found just that, an association. When in reality, 75% of people who have heart attacks actually have what is considered to be normal LDL levels. And lowering LDL doesn't reduce their heart disease risk. In fact, when LDL is lowered artificially through different medications, we see the opposite happen. It is also well known that for people over the age of 60, LDL is not associated with heart disease at all, and is actually inversely associated with all-cause mortality. It seems that for older individuals, having higher LDL is actually protective, which completely goes against the narrative that we should be lowering LDL at all costs. There is actually a stronger correlation with heart disease risk and triglycerides than there is with LDL. And we're going to get into why that is in just a moment, but first I'm quickly going to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that has everything you need for all of your online business needs. I've used Squarespace since I launched my business back in 2018. I host my website on Squarespace, I used one of their templates to create the design, I have my mailing list there, and I create and send out monthly e-newsletters. Squarespace is super easy to use. You don't have to have any experience in web design whatsoever to build a beautiful and professional website and run your business. Getting started is also super easy. Just head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate. You can start a free trial without having to enter your credit card details or anything. And when you design your site and you love it and you're ready to launch, make sure to use code HealthCoachKate to save 10% off your first order. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. So what are triglycerides? Triglycerides are a type of fat that is found in our blood. And this is what is really dangerous. Triglycerides are what can contribute to the hardening of the arteries and the thickening of artery walls, which of course increases your risk of heart attack and stroke. The lower we can keep our triglycerides, the better. Ideally, you want them to be less than 1.7 millimoles per liter or 150 milligrams per deciliter. Anything higher increases your heart disease risk and is actually a marker for metabolic syndrome. And this is independent of whether your LDL cholesterol is high or low. Now, usually your triglycerides coincide with HDL, which is another marker of disease risk that's stronger than LDL. As we already discussed, HDL is considered to be the good type of cholesterol. The higher your HDL, the better. Ideally over 1 millimole per liter or 60 milligrams per deciliter. Low HDL is another marker for metabolic syndrome. And again, this is completely independent of whether your LDL is high or low. So what can you do if you have high triglycerides and you want to bring them down? Thankfully, there are many ways you can do this naturally. And these are changes that all of us can make starting today. Changes such as reducing our alcohol consumption, reducing our processed sugar consumption, and prioritizing sleep can have a big impact. And I can't stress the importance of sleep enough. Not just the amount of sleep you're getting, but the quality. Now, I do have several videos on my channel on how to improve your sleep if that's an area you struggle with. Can't emphasize the importance enough. I'm gonna link one of those videos up above if you want to know more. And on that note, I actually did a video a few months ago on 5 foods you can eat to lower your triglycerides, so I'll link that up above as well. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, feel free to share it with a friend who you think might find it helpful. And also let me know in the comment section down below whether your triglycerides were high or low the last time you had them tested. Were there any changes you made to lower them, and did those changes work or did they not work? Let us know in the comment section down below. And before you head out, remember to check out Squarespace. The link will be down below as well. If you did enjoy this video, you might also enjoy my video on 5 foods that can help you to lower your triglycerides. You can check that out here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my coaching programs, including my 7-day insulin resistance masterclass, you can find those here. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.